case you've been living under a rock, WWE is on fire right now.
Look at this. Look at this. It's perfect.
WrestleMania 41 takes over Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas this Saturday and this Sunday. Who's excited for WrestleMania? I am. Tonight is the final WrestleMania countdown on In the Ring with me, WWE Fan Alex Cardinale. And tonight In the Ring, I'm going to count down the top 10 most anticipated dream WrestleMania matches that never happened. I'll explore why these matches never happened, and I'll explore who will likely have won those matches. What are some WrestleMania dream matches you want to see that we never got to see? Let me know in the comments. Enjoy this episode of In the Ring and get ready for WrestleMania 41 this Saturday and this Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific on Peacock in the USA and Netflix elsewhere.
Who's that bunny bopping along? Hop, hop, hopping and singing his song. When he starts bopping, he just can't stop. The Easter bunny goes hop, 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 rockin' bunny. Ooh, hop, hop, Easter bunny.
Hello, WWE wrestling fans. Welcome to a special WrestleMania edition of In the Ring. It's the final WrestleMania countdown on the road to WrestleMania 41, which takes place this Saturday and this Sunday at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Are you ready to see CM Punk take on Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins in a triple threat match on night one? And are you ready for John Cena to challenge Cody Rhodes for the championship on night two? I am. But before we get to WrestleMania 41 this weekend, let's take a look back at some dream matches that never happened. And that is what we're going to do tonight here on this special episode of In the Ring with WWE Fan Alex Cardinale. Throughout this WrestleMania season, I have had a blast doing WrestleMania countdowns, and tonight we're going to have some more fun as I talk about WrestleMania dream matches that never happened. Now, in the comments, be sure to let me know what dream matches you want to see at WrestleMania. So what are some of the dream matches you wanted to see at WrestleMania? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get this show started. And we're going to start with some matches that I got from AI. Let's see what AI says about some dream WrestleMania matches that fans want to see. So, what are some dream WrestleMania matches fans want to see according to AI? WrestleMania is the pinnacle of sports entertainment, where legends are made and dream matches come to life. Wrestling fans around the world often fantasize about matchups that would electrify the WWE universe. Here are some dream WrestleMania matches that fans long to see. So according to AI, fans want to see The Rock versus Roman Reigns, a clash of titans. This match would see the legendary Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson face off against his real-life cousin, Roman Reigns. As two of the biggest names in wrestling history and part of the famous Anoa'i family, this bout would be a battle of supremacy and family legacy. Fans are eager to see if Reigns can cement his status as the head of the table against arguably the greatest entertainer in WWE history. The next match fans want to see, according to AI, is Sasha Banks versus Trish Stratus. Sasha Banks, known for her technical prowess and charisma, against the iconic Trish Stratus, a trailblazer in women's wrestling, is a match that would celebrate the evolution of women's wrestling. Both are masters of storytelling in the ring, and a face-off at WrestleMania would surely be a showcase of athleticism and heart, inspiring generations of female wrestlers. However, this match would be hard to pull off, considering that Sasha Banks is now wrestling in AEW as Mercedes Moné. The next dream match WWE fans want to see, according to AI, is AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels. A meeting between the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, and the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, would be a dream match of epic proportions. Both are revered for their in-ring versatility and high-flying maneuvers. This encounter would be a masterclass in wrestling artistry, blending old-school charm with modern excellence. And Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. While these two have previously crossed paths at WrestleMania in a triple threat match, a one-on-one WrestleMania main event is still a dream for many fans. Both Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey have redefined what it means to be a female superstar in WWE. A rematch on the grandest stage of them all would allow them to settle unfinished business and potentially headline WrestleMania once more. John Cena versus Hulk Hogan. Fans have long debated who the ultimate face of WWE is. Is it John Cena or is it Hulk Hogan? Fans have debated who the ultimate face of WWE is, and a match between John Cena and Hulk Hogan would be the ultimate showdown to determine just that. Both have carried the company on their shoulders in different eras, and a battle between them would be a nostalgic trip down memory lane for longtime wrestling fans. And finally, the last dream match, according to AI, WWE fans want to see, is Sting versus The Undertaker. Although both legends have retired, the mystique surrounding a Sting versus Undertaker match remains unparalleled. The allure of the icon, meaning the Phenom, is a fantasy that encapsulates the spirit of professional wrestling. With both characters steeped in the darkness and intrigue, this would be a dream match for the ages. So those are the dream matches that AI thinks WWE fans want to see. And now it is time for my countdown. These are some of the top 10 dream matches that we never got to see at WrestleMania. And we're going to kick it off with one of my favorite dream matches. This is a match that I really wanted to see at WrestleMania, and it's a shame we're not going to be able to get to see it at WrestleMania. And that is the icon, the vigilante Sting, taking on the dead man, the Phenom, The Undertaker. Wrestling fans are known for their passion and enthusiasm, particularly when it comes to dream matches that have yet to happen. Among these, Sting versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania stands out as one of the most desired showdowns. But what makes this match such a tantalizing prospect for fans around the world? Let's delve into the reasons behind the allure of this potential clash. Iconic legacies. Both Sting and The Undertaker are legends in the wrestling world, each leaving a significant mark on the industry. Sting. Sting is known as the Icon. He was a cornerstone of WCW and became a symbol of the company's resistance against the New World Order. His enigmatic presence and charisma made him a fan favorite. The Undertaker. The dead man is synonymous with WWE, having one of the most storied careers in wrestling history. His WrestleMania streak and supernatural persona have captivated audiences for decades. Their legacies are so profound that a match between them would symbolize a clash of wrestling titans from different eras. Contrasting characters. The characters of Sting and The Undertaker are as contrasting as they are compelling. Sting's character, often portrayed as a vigilante, Sting's crow persona, with its mysterious and silent demeanor, has intrigued fans since its inception. The Undertaker's persona, the Phenom, the dead man, has been depicted as a supernatural being with theoretical entrances and a commanding presence that instills awe and fear. This contrasting character dynamics adds a layer of intrigue and storytelling potential, making their encounter not just a match, but a spectacle. The element of what if. The allure of fantasy matchup often lies in the what if factor. What if Sting and The Undertaker collided and clashed at WrestleMania? It would be a great match, I think. Both Sting and The Undertaker had illustrious careers that, due to company loyalties and timing, never intersected in a meaningful way during their prime years. Missed opportunities. With Sting spending much of his career in WCW and The Undertaker in WWE, fans were left wondering what could have been had the two icons met in the ring. WrestleMania, known as the grandest stage of them all, would be the perfect setting for such an encounter, providing the grandeur and spotlight worthy of these legends. The demand for a Sting versus Undertaker match is fueled by nostalgia and the desire to see two of wrestling's most beloved figures crash. It has a generational appeal. Fans from the 1990s and early 2000s hold a deep connection to both wrestlers, having grown up watching their matches and storylines unfold. Dream realization. For many, seeing this match would be the realization of a long-held dream, bringing closure to years of speculation and anticipation. In conclusion, a Sting versus Undertaker match at WrestleMania represents more than just a wrestling bout. It is a meeting of legends, a clash of personas, and a dream fulfilled for countless fans. While circumstances may have prevented it from happening in their prime, the mere possibility continues to capture the imagination and hearts of wrestling enthusiasts everywhere. Now, here's a good question. How close were we to getting Sting versus The Undertaker? The idea of Sting facing The Undertaker began gaining traction in the 1990s when both were at the peak of their respective careers. Sting was the face of WCW, while The Undertaker was a cornerstone of WWE. Fans of both promotions speculated about what would happen if these two iconic figures ever stood face to face. The late 1990s and early 2000s. During the Monday Night Wars, the possibility of Sting versus The Undertaker remained a distant dream due to the fierce rivalry between WWE and WCW. However, when WWE acquired WCW in 2001, hopes were reignited. Unfortunately, Sting chose not to sign with WWE at that time, opting instead to work with other promotions, including TNA, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. And I think that is one of Sting's biggest mistakes he's made in his legendary career, and that was to go to TNA instead of WWE. If he had went to WWE, we might have gotten Sting versus Undertaker. The 2010s and closer calls. In 2014, Sting made his long-awaited WWE debut, and excitement among fans reached a fever pitch. The timing seemed perfect for a showdown with The Undertaker, especially considering both wrestlers were nearing the end of their careers. However, Sting's first WWE feud was against Triple H, a match at WrestleMania 31 in which he lost. After this, Sting expressed interest in facing The Undertaker in interviews, and speculation continued among fans and wrestling insiders. Unfortunately, during a match against Seth Rollins at Night of Champions in 2015, Sting suffered a neck injury that required surgery, effectively ending his in-ring career, but he returned a couple years later at AEW. Reasons the match did not happen. Several factors contributed to Sting versus The Undertaker remaining a fantasy. Timing played a crucial role as both wrestlers were rarely in the same promotion at the same time during their prime. Additionally, injuries and concerns about their physical ability to deliver a high-quality match later in their careers played a part in preventing the encounter. Legacy and what could have been. While the match never materialized, the potential for Sting versus The Undertaker continues to capture the imagination of wrestling fans. It remains a testament to the powerful personas and the impact both wrestlers have had on the industry. Their legacy lives on, and the dream match, although unrealized, continues to be a compelling what-if in wrestling lore. Now the question is, who would have won between Sting and The Undertaker? Let's take a look at their career highlights. Known as the Icon, Sting is a multi-time world champion with a career spanning over 3 decades. He gained fame in WCW, becoming a franchise player and a symbol of loyalty to the company. Sting's character evolved from the colorful surfer persona to the darker crow-inspired vigilante, which captivated audiences worldwide. His strengths are agility and speed. Sting's athletic ability and speed in the ring have always been his forte. His quickness allows him to outmaneuver larger opponents. Scorpion Deathlock. A master submission wrestler, Sting's Scorpion Deathlock has made many opponents tap out. Psychological warfare. Sting's enigmatic presence and ability to get into his opponent's heads gives him a mental edge. The Undertaker, the Phenom. The Undertaker is a cornerstone of WWE, known for his unrivaled streak of 21 consecutive victories at WrestleMania. His character, steeped in mystique and supernatural elements, has made him one of the most enduring figures in wrestling history. Over his career, The Undertaker has captured numerous championships and headlined countless pay-per-view events, including the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania. With his imposing stature, The Undertaker uses his size to dominate opponents physically. Known for his legendary ability to endure punishment, The Undertaker has an uncanny ability to rise from seemingly insurmountable challenges. Chokeslam and Tombstone Piledriver. Signature moves that have felled many a competitor, showcasing his power and precision. In a match between Sting and The Undertaker, both wrestlers would bring their unique set of skills to the ring. Sting's agility and submission prowess would challenge The Undertaker's resilience and raw power. The Undertaker, with his experience in high-stake matches, might have the upper hand in terms of psychological advantage and endurance. Ultimately, the outcome of this match would depend largely on the setting and circumstances. If it were a traditional singles match, The Undertaker might have the edge with his ability to withstand punishment and deliver decisive blows. However, in an environment where agility and speed can be leveraged, Sting might find opportunities to captivate and capitalize on The Undertaker's size. While fans may never see this epic encounter in reality, the debate about who would win between these two legendary figures keeps the spirit of wrestling alive and shows the enduring appeal of both Sting and The Undertaker. If this match were to happen, I could probably see WWE having Undertaker go over, but I think Undertaker would want Sting to go over. But it's a damn shame we'll never see Sting versus Undertaker at WrestleMania. So let's move on to our next WrestleMania dream match. And this one also involves Sting. It is Sting versus the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. At least we did get a little glimpse of this rivalry at WrestleMania 31 because Shawn Michaels delivered a super kick to Sting. Shawn Michaels is known as the Heartbreak Kid. He is renowned for his charismatic presence and in-ring prowess. He is a cornerstone of WCW. Shawn Michaels was a key figure in the company's success during the 1990s and 2000s. His ability to deliver show-stealing performances made him a multi-time WWE champion and a two-time inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame. Sting is referred to as the Icon and the Vigilante. He was the face of WCW for many years. With his unique face paint and intense persona, Sting captivated audiences and became synonymous with loyalty to the WCW brand. After the demise of WCW, he continued to build his legacy in TNA before finally making his WWE debut in 2014. Why is Sting versus Shawn Michaels a dream match? Shawn Michaels and Sting are both celebrated for their distinct wrestling styles and compelling personas. Shawn Michaels' high-flying, risk-taking approach contrasts with Sting's power-based, methodical style. Their characters, HBK's flamboyant and rebellious nature versus Sting's stoic and mysterious presence, would capture a fascinating dynamic in the ring. They are both era-defining icons. Both Shawn Michaels and Sting were defining figures of their respective wrestling promotions during the Monday Night Wars, a period of intense competition between WWE and WCW. A match between them would symbolize the ultimate clash of wrestling titans from an era that shaped professional wrestling history. The Showstopper versus the Icon. A narrative could explore the theme of legacy, with both wrestlers representing the pinnacle of their respective promotions. The storyline could devolve into questions of which promotion truly produced the better superstar, igniting a rivalry filled by pride and respect. Battle for Supremacy. Another storyline could focus on personal vendettas, which each wrestler seeking to prove themselves as the ultimate legend in wrestling history. This can be built on a foundation of mutual respect, evolving into a competitive animosity as WrestleMania approaches. While Shawn Michaels versus Sting at WrestleMania remains a dream match, the mere thought of these two legends facing off continues to inspire and excite fans worldwide. The blend of contrasting styles, rich wrestling legacies, and the potential for captivating storylines made this hypothetical encounter a cherished fantasy in wrestling folklore. Who would win between Shawn Michaels and Sting? Let's take a look at Shawn Michaels' strength. He has exceptional athleticism and agility. He is charismatic and engaging personality. He is a master technician with a knack for dramatic matches. His notable achievements: he is a multiple-time WWE champion. He's a member of the WWE Hall of Fame, and he's a key figure in the formation of D-Generation X. Sting, the Icon. And Sting's strength is that he has a commanding in-ring presence and charisma. He is a versatile wrestler with a balance of power and technical skills. He has a strong connection with fans and ability to adapt to various wrestling styles. And Sting's notable achievements: he is a multiple-time world champion in WCW and TNA. He's a member of the WWE Hall of Fame, and he was a pivotal figure in the Monday Night Wars. This would be a style and strength match. Michaels' high-flying, fast-paced style would contrast with Sting's more methodical, power-based approach. Michaels might try to wear Sting down with speed and agility, while Sting would likely focus on grounding Michaels to capitalize on his technical skills. In-ring psychologically, both wrestlers are master of storytelling in the ring. Michaels' ability to create dramatic moments and build tension could clash with Sting's stoic, commanding presence, making for a captivating narrative. The crowd's reaction would also play a significant role. Both wrestlers have immense fan support, and their ability to feed off the audience's energy might drive them to elevate their performance. Who would win? Predicting the winner of this dream match is no easy feat. Both Shawn Michaels and Sting possess qualities that could lead to victory. Ultimately, the winner might depend on the setting, storyline, and circumstances surrounding the match. In the realm of fantasy, perhaps the real winner would be the fans, who would witness an unforgettable encounter between two of wrestling's most iconic figures. I would want to see Sting go over in this match, and I think Shawn Michaels would be the wrestler that puts Sting over in his WrestleMania debut if Sting had debuted against Shawn Michaels. All right, let's move on to our next WrestleMania Dream match that never happened. And this WrestleMania Dream match also features Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels. And this is a WrestleMania Dream match that I have wanted to see for a couple of years. And unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to ever get that match. But it would have been a great match had it happened. And it is Shawn Michaels versus The Rock. HBK versus The Rock would be a show-stealing match. Shawn Michaels, known as the Heartbreak Kid, is renowned for his charismatic persona and in-ring prowess. Michaels' career was marked by his ability to deliver show-stopping performances, earning him the nickname Mr. WrestleMania. His matches at WrestleMania, such as against Bret Hart, The Undertaker, and Kurt Angle, are often celebrated as some of the greatest of all time. His technical skills, storytelling ability, and sheer charisma make him a beloved figure in wrestling history. The Great One, The Rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, known for his electrifying charisma and catchphrases, is another legendary figure in professional wrestling. The Rock's ability to captivate audiences with his promos and athleticism made him a household name. His matches against Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan, and John Cena are iconic, showcasing his versatility and star power. Beyond wrestling, The Rock's transition to Hollywood has only elevated his status as a global superstar. Why it would be a dream match? Contrasting styles. Michaels' technical finesse and high-flying abilities would mesh interestingly with The Rock's power and brawling style. This contrast could create a dynamic and unpredictable in-ring narrative. Charisma and mic skills. Both wrestlers are known for their extraordinary charisma and mic skills. The build-up to their match would likely feature thrilling promos and unforgettable exchanges, adding layers to the storyline. Legacy and influence. Shawn Michaels and The Rock are two of the most influential figures in wrestling history. A match between them would not only be a clash of styles, but a meeting of eras celebrating the evolution of wrestling entertainment. Fan demand. Fans have long speculated about and desired this match because largely it represents a what-if scenario. The anticipation and excitement for such match would be unparalleled. While Shawn Michaels versus The Rock never happened at WrestleMania, the idea of these two legends facing off remains a tantalizing fantasy for wrestling fans. Their combined charisma, skill, and legacy would have undoubtedly made for an unforgettable spectacle. Though it exists only in the realm of imagination, the dream of Michaels versus The Rock continues to spark conversations and inspire the wrestling community. Who would win this match? I think Shawn Michaels would defeat The Rock because Shawn Michaels got a super kick. He has sweet chin music, which is a super kick delivered with pinpoint accuracy. He also has a diving elbow drop, which is a high-flying move that showcases his agility. Well, The Rock has charisma and mic skills, and The Rock has the rock bottom and the people's elbow. Shawn Michaels and The Rock would definitely steal the show. All right, coming up next, we're going to talk about Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan and many other WrestleMania dream matches. But right now, let's hear about a special live stream coming up this Easter weekend and coming up this Friday.
Happy Easter! Get hoppin' for an Easter extravaganza with the Easter Bunny Alex Cardinale.
Party Popper Tulip. Mark your calendars for a festive celebration like no other. Join us on Friday, April 18, 2025, at 6 p.m. Eastern/3 p.m. Pacific, exclusively on the Alex Cardinale Network YouTube channel. Presented by Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale, Oasis Aquatics, and Hooger, this Easter 2025 live event promises fun for the whole family. Highlights include: Chef Alex will share last-minute Easter dinner tips and whip up delicious recipes, featuring carrot cake and honey-roasted carrots. Aqua Alex showcases his stunning aquariums and chats about fish that embody the Easter spirit. Detective Alex delves into famous crimes that occurred on Easter, unraveling the mysteries of the past. But that's not all. Watch as Easter Bunny Alex paints eggs, shares hilarious Easter videos, and much more. Don't miss out on this exciting event. See you April 18th at 6 p.m. Eastern/3 p.m. Pacific on the Alex Cardinale Network.
All right, so our next WrestleMania dream match, it never happened, is the Nature Boy Ric Flair versus the immortal Hulk Hogan. And I'm sure this match happened in WCW, but it never happened at WrestleMania. Ric Flair, known as the Nature Boy, is celebrated for his flamboyant personality, technical prowess, and remarkable longevity in the wrestling industry. With a career spanning over 4 decades, Ric Flair has won numerous championships and is often regarded as one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. His catchphrases such as "Woo!" and "To be the man, you've got to beat the man" are etched in the annals of wrestling history. Hulk Hogan, on the other hand, is synonymous with the rise of wrestling's popularity in the 1980s. With his larger-than-life persona, signature mustache, and famous catchphrase, "What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you, brother?" Hogan captivated audiences and became a household name. He headlined multiple WrestleMania events and was a key figure in the wrestling boom of that era. While both Flair and Hogan have faced each other outside the ring, outside of WrestleMania, the idea of them clashing on the grandest stage of them all remains tantalizing to wrestling fans. Here is why it would be considered a dream match. Iconic rivalry. Both Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan have been central figures in wrestling's golden age. A match between these two icons would be the epitome of 80s and 90s wrestling nostalgia. Contrasting styles. Flair's technical and methodical wrestling style contrasts with Hogan's power and charisma-driven approach, creating a compelling dynamic in the ring. Legacy and influence. Both wrestlers have left a lasting impact on the industry, and a WrestleMania showdown would be a fitting homage to their contributions. But now we'll see Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan in Geriatric Mania. That's funny. So here is why it did not happen. Despite the appeal, a WrestleMania match between Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan never took place during their prime. Several contributions contributed to this: timing and promotions. For much of their careers, Flair and Hogan were in different wrestling promotions. Flair with NWA, WCW, and Hogan with WWE. It wasn't until the 1990s that both were in WCW together, but by then the opportunity for a WrestleMania match had passed. Creative decision. Even when both were in WWE, creative decisions and storylines didn't align to bring this match to fruition during a WrestleMania event. A WrestleMania match between Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan is a dream scenario for many wrestling fans, representing an era of wrestling that defined a generation. While it never came to be, the legacy of both wrestlers continues to live on, and their contributions to the sport are celebrated by fans, old and new. And that is the Nature Boy Ric Flair versus the immortal Hulk Hogan. I think Ric Flair would defeat Hulk Hogan easily if this match were to happen. because Ric Flair would have the technical edge, but Hulk Hogan would have the power and crowd support. But in the end, I think Hulk Hogan would tap out to Nature Boy's Figure 4. Now, the next WrestleMania dream match I'm going to talk about is quite possibly one that could very well happen. Well, it might not happen at WrestleMania, but it could very well happen at a future star-studded pay-per-view or premium live event like a SummerSlam or Survivor Series or even in Saudi Arabia. We all know John Cena is retiring at the end of this year, but it would be awesome to see Goldberg versus John Cena. And this is one of the only dream matches on our show today that could likely happen in the future. Both Goldberg and John Cena have achieved legendary status within the world of professional wrestling, albeit in different eras and contexts. Goldberg is known for his incredible strength and intensity. Goldberg became a household name during the late 1990s in WCW with an unprecedented winning streak. His persona as an unstoppable force captivated audiences and made him a dominant figure in wrestling history. John Cena. As the face of WWE for well over a decade, John Cena has been a prominent figure in the wrestling world. Known for his charisma, work ethic, and ability to connect with fans, Cena's never give up mantra and numerous championships have solidified his place as one of the all-time greats. Contrasting styles. The contrasting wrestling styles of Goldberg and John Cena add an interesting dynamic to the potential matchup. Goldberg styles. Goldberg's style is characterized by explosive power moves and a quick pace. Goldberg's ability to overpower opponents with his sheer strength and athleticism would present a unique challenge for any adversary. John Cena style. John Cena is renowned for his resilience and ability to withstand punishment. His technical prowess combined with a powerful moveset makes him a versatile competitor capable of adapting to different opponents. Fan appeal. Both wrestlers have massive fan followings, and a match between them would likely draw significant attention from wrestling enthusiasts around the world. Goldberg's fan base. Fans of Goldberg appreciate his larger-than-life persona and the nostalgia he brings from the Attitude Era. His return to the ring has always been a major event, generating excitement and anticipation. Cena's fan base. Cena's fans, known as the Cena Nation, are drawn to his positive message and in-ring performances. His appeal transcends wrestling, reaching fans of all ages and contributing to his status as a mainstream star. A Goldberg versus John Cena match would not only be a spectacle for fans, but could also have a significant impact on the wrestling industry. It would bring together two eras of wrestling history, creating a bridge between past and present. The storytelling possibilities are vast, allowing for a narrative that could captivate audiences and resonate long after the match concludes. In conclusion, Goldberg versus John Cena is undoubtedly a dream match for many wrestling fans. The combination of their legendary status, contrasting styles, and widespread fan appeal makes it a compelling concept that would be celebrated as a historic event in the world of professional wrestling. Now, who would win between Goldberg and John Cena? I would say Goldberg would win because he has really good strength, and I would cheer for Goldberg to win this match. Goldberg and John Cena would be an awesome WrestleMania match, but I could see Goldberg and John Cena happening at SummerSlam or Saudi Arabia or some other event outside of WrestleMania. All right, moving along. We're now moving on to another WrestleMania dream match that we never got to see, and that is the incomparable Beast, Brock Lesnar, the man that ended The Undertaker's undefeated streak against the Animal Batista. Batista versus Brock Lesnar would have been an iconic WrestleMania match. Unfortunately, we never got to see it. Batista, also known as The Animal, is a six-time world champion and a cornerstone of WWE's ruthless aggression era. Known for his incredible physique, power, and charismatic presence, Batista has faced some of the biggest names in the industry, including Shawn Michaels, Triple H, The Undertaker, Randy Orton, and John Cena. His career is marked by intense rivalries and memorable moments, making him a beloved figure among fans. The Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, often referred to as the Beast Incarnate, is a four-time WWE champion and one of the most dominant forces in the history of wrestling. His unmatched athleticism and raw power have made him a formidable opponent for anyone who steps into the ring with him. Lesnar's accomplishments extend beyond wrestling. He is also a former UFC heavyweight champion, further cementing his status as a cross-sport legend. Why is Batista versus Brock Lesnar a dream match? It is a clash of titans. Both Batista and Lesnar are known for their incredible strength and power. A match between them would be a true clash of titans, with both wrestlers bringing their A game to the ring. Star power. Each wrestler has a substantial fan base and a reputation that transcends wrestling, thanks to their ventures outside the ring. Batista as a Hollywood actor and Lesnar as a UFC fighter. Their combined star power would undoubtedly draw significant attention and elevate the spectacle of WrestleMania. Styles and strategies. Batista's powerhouse style would contrast with Lesnar's mix of brute force and technical grappling. The strategic battle between these two styles could make for an intriguing and dynamic match. While Batista and Lesnar were part of both WWE rosters during the early 2000s, their paths seldomly crossed. Lesnar left WWE in 2004 to pursue a career in the NFL and later in UFC, while Batista continued to build his legacy in WWE. As both superstars have returned to WWE at different times, the possibility of their path crossing at WrestleMania remains an exciting prospect for fans. Conclusion. Batista versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania is a dream match for many wrestling enthusiasts. It represents not only a clash of two of the most powerful figures in wrestling history, but also a meeting of two legends who have defined their eras. Whether or not this dream match becomes a reality, the mere speculation around it highlights the enduring allure of professional wrestling and the excitement that such matchups can generate. Who would win between Batista and Brock Lesnar? I think Brock Lesnar would get a victory over Batista. I could see Batista defeating, or I could see Brock Lesnar defeating Batista. All right, now on to our next WrestleMania dream match. And our next WrestleMania dream match is a battle of two generational superstars, two second-generation superstars. It is a battle between Randy Orton and The Rock. And that we're going to talk about right now. So let's talk about Randy Orton versus The Rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is one of the most electrifying figures in the history of professional wrestling. Rising to fame in the late 1990s, The Rock's charisma, catchphrases, and in-ring prowess made him a household name. As a 10-time world champion and a central figure during the Attitude Era, The Rock's matches are often remembered for their excitement and drama. The rise of Randy Orton. Randy Orton, known as the Viper and the Legend Killer, has carved out his own legacy in WWE. Debuting in the early 2000s, Randy Orton quickly became one of the youngest world champions in WWE history. Known for his methodical style and the devastating RKO finish, Randy Orton has maintained a top-tier status in the wrestling industry for over 2 decades. Clash of eras and styles. A match between Randy Orton and The Rock would be a clash of two different eras. The Rock embodies the Attitude Era's larger-than-life personas and entertainment-driven matches, while Orton symbolizes the ruthless Aggression eras focus on athleticism and storytelling. Their contrasting styles would add a unique dynamic to the match, with The Rock's explosive energy pitted against Randy Orton's calculated aggression. Fan appeal and storyline potential. Both superstars have a massive fan following, which would undoubtedly generate significant interest and excitement for a matchup. Additionally, the narrative possibilities are endless. Orton could play the role of the villainous legend killer, aiming to cement his legacy by taking down one of the greatest icons in wrestling history. Conversely, The Rock could return to defend the honor of past legends against Randy Orton's disrespectful tactics. In the world of professional wrestling, a match between Randy Orton and The Rock would indeed be considered a dream match. The combination of their legacies, in-ring skills, and potential for compelling storytelling creates a captivating scenario that fans would love to witness. While it may remain a fantasy, the idea of these two titans clashing in the squared circle will continue to capture the imagination of wrestling enthusiasts worldwide. Who would win between Randy Orton and The Rock? It depends on when this match happens. If it were to happen today, I think The Rock would get the victory. Who do you think would win between Randy Orton and The Rock? Let me know in the comments. And let me know what you think of the WrestleMania dream matches we have discussed so far. What are some of your favorite dream matches that never happened? Let me know in the comments. Well, coming up next, right after this quick WrestleMania Saturday Live promo, we're going to talk about DX versus NWO and some other awesome WrestleMania dream matches. But for now, here is why you should tune into WrestleMania Saturday Live this Saturday.
Get ready for an epic Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale. Mark your calendars for an unforgettable Easter 2025 finale, combined with the first ever WrestleMania Saturday Live special. Join us on April 19, 2025, with a special start time of 3 p.m. Eastern/12 noon PT, exclusively on the Alex Cardinale Network YouTube channel. Celebrate the magic of Easter and the thrill of WrestleMania all in one jam-packed show. Dive into fascinating facts about WrestleMania, the Easter Bunny, and the beloved Twix. WWE enthusiast Alex Cardinale will count down the top 10 WrestleMania matches and the greatest feuds, setting the stage for WrestleMania 41 airing later that day. Relive iconic moments with WrestleMania rewinds featuring matches like Undertaker vs. Shane McMahon, AJ Styles vs. Shane McMahon, Cody Rhodes vs. Roman Reigns, and CM Punk vs. Undertaker. But that's not all. Discover the Rex Rabbit as the animal of the world, and let Aqua Alex enlighten you about intriguing aquatic creatures like the one-spot foxface rabbitfish, flagtail prochylitis, African otopike, snakeskin gourami, and axolotls. Plus, get an exclusive preview of WWE WrestleMania 41. Join us for this action-packed, informative, and entertaining show, just 1 week before the milestone 150th episode of Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale. Don't miss it. See you Saturday, April 19, 2025 at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific.
And that is going to be an awesome episode of Saturday Live. And now our next WrestleMania dream match that never happened is a tag team match. And this tag team match is good enough to be the main event of night 1 or night 2 of a WrestleMania if it ever happened, but it won't because all these superstars are older now. But we did get some action between these two tag teams. 10 years ago at WrestleMania 31 during Triple H versus Sting, we got DX versus NWO a little bit. The legacy of D-Generation X. DX was a revolutionary faction in WWE during the late 1990s, comprised of charismatic superstars like Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Chyna, and later the New Age Outlaws and X-Pac. DX was known for its rebellious attitude and boundary-pushing antics. Their catchphrases, signature suck it gesture and comedic segments made them fan favorites and helped shape the Attitude Era. Key elements of DX: charisma and humor. DX was known for their comedic skits and irreverence, which resonated with fans. In-ring talent. Members like Shawn Michaels and Triple H were not only charismatic, but they were also exceptional wrestlers. Their catchphrases and demeanor became a cultural phenomenon, influencing wrestling fans and pop culture alike. The influence of the New World Order. The New World Order, or NWO, was a groundbreaking faction that originated in WCW. Formed by Hulk Hogan, the late great Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash, the NWO was characterized by its rebellious takeover of WCW and black and white theme. The faction expanded to include numerous members over time, becoming a dominant force in wrestling and playing a crucial role in the Monday Night Wars. Key elements of NWO: rebellion and takeover. The NWO storyline centered around their hostile takeover of WCW, blurring the lines between fiction and reality. Star power. With iconic members like Hulk Hogan, the faction drew massive attention and viewership. Merchandising success. The NWO logo became one of the most recognizable symbols in wrestling history. Why DX versus NWO is a dream match. The concept of a DX versus NWO match brings together the best of both worlds: the rebellious spirit and in-ring prowess of DX against the iconic dominance and star power of the NWO. Potential match dynamics. Storytelling. Both factions are known for their storytelling abilities, making the build-up to such a match intriguing and entertaining. In-ring action. With talented wrestlers on both sides, the match would be expected to deliver high-quality wrestling. The nostalgia factor and the chance to see these legendary groups face off would captivate wrestling fans worldwide. In conclusion, a match between DX and NWO represents more than just a hypothetical wrestling encounter. It is a celebration of the era-defining moments that these factions created. While such a match may never happen in reality, it remains a beloved fantasy among wrestling enthusiasts, symbolizing the best of professional wrestling's past. And if these two were to lock up, I would say NWO would probably come out on top, even though I would be rooting for D-Generation X. All right, our next WrestleMania dream match that never happened is one that I thought would happen eventually, but I am surprised it never happened. The Undertaker got to wrestle some great superstars at WrestleMania, like John Cena, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Kane, Batista, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns. But he never got to go one-on-one with the architect, Seth Rollins. And I thought eventually we were going to get Undertaker versus Seth Rollins, but we never did. And that is a dream match that I've always wanted to see. The Undertaker is synonymous with WrestleMania, boasting a legendary streak of victories that has become a cornerstone of the event's history. His presence at WrestleMania is nearly mythical, characterized by his supernatural persona, chilling entrance, and unparalleled storytelling ability. Over the years, The Undertaker has faced and defeated some of the biggest names in the industry, cementing his status as a cornerstone of WWE history. Seth Rollins, the architect of modern wrestling. Seth Rollins, on the other hand, represents a new era of WWE, known for his incredible in-ring ability, charisma, and versatility. Rollins has carved out a reputation as the architect of modern wrestling. His high-flying maneuvers, combined with technical prowess, make him a formidable opponent for anyone who steps into the ring with him. Rollins has faced many of the top stars in WWE and has continually delivered show-stealing performances. Clash of eras and styles. A match between The Undertaker and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania would be a clash of eras and styles. The Undertaker's old-school methodical approach contrasts sharply with Rollins' fast-paced, high-risk offense. This dynamic would create a unique storytelling opportunity, allowing fans to witness the blend of different wrestling philosophies. The potential for storytelling in this match is immense. The Undertaker's aura of mystique would play perfectly against Rollins' cunning and tactical approach. Their match could explore themes of legacy, respect, and the passing of the torch, offering fans a narrative-rich experience. Fans have long speculated about this matchup, debating how the contrasting styles would mesh and who would emerge victorious. The excitement surrounding such a match would likely result in a highly anticipated and well-received contest, drawing interest from both longtime Undertaker fans and newer Seth Rollins supporters. In conclusion, the idea of The Undertaker facing Seth Rollins at WrestleMania is indeed a dream match for many wrestling fans. It represents a perfect blend of past and present, offering a thrilling spectacle with the potential to deliver an unforgettable WrestleMania moment. And I think The Undertaker would pick up a victory in this match. All right now I'm going to play a quick promo for our 150th episode of Saturday Live. And coming up next, I will talk about honorable mentions. So learn about some honorable mentions for dream matches that never happened. And our final match we'll talk about will be Cody Rhodes versus Triple H. That's coming up next, right after this.
Get ready for an epic celebration like never before. Join us as we celebrate 150 amazing episodes of Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 26, 2025, at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, only on the Alex Cardinale Network YouTube channel. Experience thrilling recipe demonstrations as Chef Alex Cardinale recreates the viral TikTok sensation Dirty Soda using Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and Mountain Dew. Plus, learn how to make a mouth-watering Mountain Dew cake with a decadent glaze. Dive into the aquatic world with Aqua Alex and his spectacular personal fish collection. Discover what new fish will join his family and from whom. Feel the rhythm with rap songs exclusively created and performed by Alex Cardinale. Witness the unveiling of the next inductee to the 2025 Creative Community Hall of Fame. Learn fascinating facts about the walrus, our animal of the world, and get insights on Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and Mountain Dew. Don't miss WWE Fan Alex's exciting recap of WrestleMania 41. All this and so much more in a celebration you won't want to miss. Tune in live on Saturday, April 26, 2025, at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, on the Alex Cardinale Network YouTube channel. Be there, be entertained, and be part of history.
All right, and now here are some honorable mentions for WrestleMania dream matches that never took place. Up first, we've got the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Oh, yeah. Versus Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels. I would have loved to see Randy Savage versus Shawn Michaels. We've got the Vigilante versus the Big Red Monster, Kane. Sting versus Kane would have been a great match, as would have John Cena versus Sting. So those are some honorable dream match mentions. And now our final match, our final dream match for WrestleMania is going to be new WWE Hall of Fame inductee Triple H against WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. I would have loved to see Triple H battle Cody Rhodes, but it'll likely never happen because Triple H has had several heart issues. All right, Triple H, also known as The Game, is a cornerstone of WWE history. With numerous championships under his belt and reputation for being a cerebral technician in the ring, he has faced and defeated some of the biggest names in wrestling history. Known for his commanding presence and his role as a key figure in the G-Generation X and Evolution factions, Triple H's influence extends beyond his in-ring accomplishments. His involvement in WWE's corporate side also showcases his commitment to the business. the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, on the other hand, has carved out his own path in the wrestling world. The son of the legendary late great Dusty Rhodes, Cody has successfully stepped out of his father's shadow to create a legacy of his own. After leaving WWE, Cody played a pivotal role in the formation of All Elite Wrestling, where he showcased his skills as both a wrestler and an executive. His return to WWE has been marked by a renowned vigor and a strong connection with the audience. A match between Cody Rhodes and Triple H would not only be a clash of wrestling styles, but also a meeting of two distinct storytelling philosophies. Triple H's methodical and cerebral approach contrasts with Cody's high energy and emotionally driven performances. This dynamic would provide a rich narrative backdrop, potentially involving themes of legacy, redemption, and future of the wrestling industry. Fans have long speculated about potential dream matches, and Cody Rhodes versus Triple H is often at the top of the list. The excitement stems from their shared history, personal evolution, and the symbolic passing of the torch from one generation to the next. Both wrestlers have a knack for building compelling storylines, and their match could captivate audiences both in the arena and watching from home. While currently hypothetical, a WrestleMania match between Cody Rhodes and Triple H would undoubtedly be a spectacle to behold. It represents a convergence of eras, styles, and legacies, promising a narrative-rich encounter that can thrill wrestling fans around the world. Whether this dream match will ever become a reality remains to be seen, but it certainly sparks the imagination and highlights the enduring allure of professional wrestling. And I would pull for Cody Rhodes to win this dream match. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are all the WrestleMania dream matches that never happened. I hope you enjoyed this episode of In the Ring. It is the final WrestleMania episode of In the Ring for 2025. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me on the road to WrestleMania 41. It was an incredible time, and I cannot wait to watch WrestleMania 41 this weekend. Next year, we'll have some more awesome WrestleMania countdowns as we count down to WrestleMania 42 in New Orleans. But for now, our focus turns to this weekend and WrestleMania 41. We're going to do similar shows in the summer for SummerSlam, since SummerSlam is now a 2-night event as well. If you enjoyed the show, please smash that like button, as it helps with the algorithm and it helps my videos get seen by more and more people. Thank you, WWE fans, for tuning in. You guys are great. I appreciate all your views. Be sure to catch WrestleMania 41 this Saturday and this Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on Peacock in the USA and Netflix outside of the United States of America. Enjoy WrestleMania 41. And don't forget, this Saturday, it's WrestleMania Saturday Live, and I'll be making my predictions on WrestleMania Saturday Live. Let's go, Cody Rhodes successfully retain that title against John Cena. And let's go, CM Punk. Good night, everyone, and enjoy WrestleMania.
Thank you all for tuning into this live stream on the Alex Cardinale Network. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we loved bringing it to you. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends so even more people can join our amazing community and enjoy the content. A huge shout out to StreamYard and Oasis Aquatics for making this episode possible. Your support means the world to us. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and don't forget to stay connected with us. Follow the Alex Cardinale Network on Facebook for the latest news, updates, and behind-the-scenes content. Until next time, stay awesome and keep exploring the wonders of the world.